Xbox, Record This is a podcast celebrating all things gaming, food, and the good old days. If you'd like to find out more, head to xboxrecordthis.com. Oh, hello. Daddy Diwali here, and welcome to Xbox Record This, episode 30. Joining me, as always, is the assistant to the co-host, Chipotle Bear. Chipotle Bear, how are you, my friend?
I'm doing all right, man. It's a little
All right.
bittersweet today as we go
Chipotle
to.
Bear is...
No, I hear you, Japo. I hear you. You're exactly right. I'm
What
also
happened?
frozen.
Okay. Was he frozen?
No, I'm right here. Did you not hear me?
Okay. Restarting. Joining us as always, Chipotle Bear. Chance, he was frozen, right?
I think he was.
He was definitely frozen. Chipotle Bear, how are you? How are you, my friend?
A little bittersweet tonight. Not looking forward to going back to work. Not because the work is horrible. It's been nice to go on vacation. It's gone too fast, and I'm mourning that a little bit. Not so much Halo time, obviously, but other than that, happy to be here. We got some fun stuff to talk about and some follow up, which I'm excited about. So good to be here, man.
And joining us, the assistant, the co-host, BubbleBoy and Seven. How are you?
Yeah, same. I mean, I was just telling Chapo before you got on, and I'm sure you'll get to experience it tomorrow if you haven't already read your emails.
But I read it.
Yeah, it's gonna be. You're gonna have a lot of hall duties this week. A lot of hall duties. It's gonna be fun 3 weeks.
Yeah. Well, for those of you who don't know, a couple of us here, BubbleBoy and myself, we work for Aurora Public Schools, and there's been some bad caca happening in the city for a lot of reasons. A couple of school shootings, or I guess shootings around a school, and some neighborhood shootings. It's turning out into a war zone out there, and in a not Call of Duty good kind of way. So just keep us in your thoughts and prayers for that, and their kids too. Gentlemen, I just wanted to say I'm thankful for you guys and this show. Speaking of negativity,
Amen, brother.
We're going to switch it around to positivity. And I'm going to say thank you guys for being a part of Xbox Record This. I can't believe that we've done 30 episodes, and I listened to the Kind of Funny Xcast, and they were just doing a whole episode about being thankful. So I just wanted to thank you guys for being a part of the show. I do appreciate it, and it is a highlight of the week for me, and just to talk video games and to complain to each other about the stresses of life and kids. And well, Jose is always like, no, life's perfect, and he doesn't have any complaints. But you know what I mean, BubbleBoy. So thank you guys for joining me as always and doing the show. So thank you.
We love you both, man. Love you
That
too.
meant a lot. Thank you.
So what I wanted to do this week was we're just going to take it easy. This is, we're just after Thanksgiving, and there wasn't too much news going on. I just want to talk about what we've been playing and what we did over the break. And like Jose did say, it went way too fast. I can't believe I have to go to work tomorrow.
Yep.
And also, BubbleBoy, do you want to introduce our warm-up question for the week?
Yeah, so...
this is a tough one.
I do have a very special segment that we're going to do a little bit later, but to start, and it's kind of funny, but I think it was Snelling actually, wasn't it? Or was it at Felix last week that was like, why haven't you guys done your top 5 cereals yet? Or maybe it was one of us. I can't remember. That's how long of a week it's been. But so yeah, top 5 cereals, and I will close it out because I have something kind of special that I wasn't planning to do and kind of happened. So
copy. I'll go. Well, actually, I'm gonna have Chipotle Bear go first because I have a feeling his is gonna be as usual, But for some reason, our fans tend to think that Chipotle Bear's is the most balanced of it. But anyway, Chipotle Bear.
It's because they can sense the calm in my thoughts. Anyway, my list is I'm proud of my list. I will stand by it, but I admit it's not going to be as adventurous as you guys. For those that don't know. Part of one of the funnest aspects of our nerd chat is the reviews that we leave each other when new products come out at the store or at fast food restaurants. It's something that we very quickly find on our chat and people give ratings to, and it's a healthy discourse that generally makes us all gain weight. But as part of that, Dan and Chance are constantly posting these incredible cereal finds that they find at Walmart, and I can presume like Big Lots, weird Asian grocery stores, that kind of stuff. But mine are not of that candor. Mine are pretty basic. So my number 5 in reverse order is Honey Nut Cheerios, a classic, good for you, good for the heart, delicious. I stand by it. My daughters love it.
I have to interrupt here, Jose. Whenever I have multiple bowls of Honey Nut Cheerios, I get the worst heinous old eggs acidic gas that you can imagine every time. You
need to get your stomach checked out. There are a lot of foods.
I don't know why. No, I'm telling you guys specifically. I've noticed Honey Nut Cheerios, and I like Honey Nut Cheerios, but for some reason, every time it's something in that cereal. Ooh, doesn't sit well. Continue, my friend.
That's number 5. Number 4 for me is my one wild card. It's actually Frankenberry cereal. Only comes out at Halloween. It's my favorite of the monster cereals.
And of course, in the pantry right now.
Yeah, being a monster guy, I always look forward to seeing them every season. That's number 4. Number 3, classic Lucky Charms. I'm not afraid to admit it. I'm a grown man, but I love me some Lucky Charms. My daughters do as well. Unfortunately, Scarlett only eats the marshmallows and leaves the rest of these shapes behind, but gotta love her for that. Number 2 is the good, always delicious Captain Crunch peanut butter flavor. It is just, it's a king. It's amazing. I love the milk afterwards. It's sweet, but not too sweet. It's awesome. And my number 1, it is the true GOAT. I think Chance is going to back me up here. Good old Fruity Pebbles. Fred Flintstone, Barney, love me some Fruity Pebbles. They are fantastic. They make great cereal bars. They make great snacks. They're great ice cream toppings. You could probably throw them in confetti in a club and people would have the time of their freaking life. Love me some Fruity Pebbles. Those are my top 5 cereals. What about you, Dan?
Shout out to the peanut butter Captain Crunch. That's my dad's like all-time number 1 favorite cereal. So that was a staple in our house, and I love it too. But I saw the light when I just started eating normal Captain Crunch. But we'll talk about that in a second. So number 5 for me, and I have to preface this by saying this was a difficult list for me, like incredibly difficult. I even asked Allie, I'm like, Allie, what do you think my favorite cereal of all time is? What would be my number 1? She's like, you eat so much cereal, I don't even know where to start. So that should tell you something. I'm a cereal connoisseur, as they say. And so these are just my S tier. Any one of these essentially could be number 1, and I would eat the whole box in one sitting, which I've been known to do. So starting out, number 5, Lucky Charms, just a fantastic all-around cereal. I shouldn't say all around. It's just, let's be honest, we just like the marshmallows. And as a kid, I'm only going to eat these stupid puffs until I get to the marshmallows at the end, and then overdose on that sugary high.
You
and
can
then,
just
like
buy
Jose
them now
said,
like that, though. You can just buy the marshmallows.
Yeah, but I do occasionally. I like to mix it up too occasionally, but I still tend to, even as a 36, almost 37-year-old man, I still will separate them and try to save as many marshmallows towards the end. And like you said, your daughters do. Grayson refused. He started to eat them together, but then he's like, screw this. I'm just going to eat the marshmallows. And then he'll want more. And I'm like, dude, you still have a full cereal bowl right there. So no. Number 4, and this is a new one, and I hope this is on BubbleBoy's list, the oatmeal cream pies cereal. Phenomenal. One of the best ever, and it's a newer one. And again, this could be my number 1 any other day. All of these, again. Number 3, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, CTC. You knew it had to be on the list.
It's top 10.
I just can't. I can't stop eating them. Number 2, not Captain Crunch peanut butter, standard Captain Crunch. And this might have been my number 1. But again, it just cuts... I heard up here, you guys.
It cuts the roof of your mouth, right?
You can only have so much before. I don't know why. I don't know, And number 1, I think this is what Jose just said too. Fruity Pebbles. Like, it's just always delivers. It always delivers. You can have, even when it's crunchy, it's great. When it's soggy, it's still good. The milk at the end, you can have multiple bowls and not feel too guilty about it. It's just phenomenal. Fruity Pebbles, it's number 1 on my list right now. But as I said, any of these are S tier cereals. BubbleBoy, let's hear your list.
Yeah, and I loved both of yours. I don't think there were any wrong answers that I could find yet. So I have a very special 20th anniversary surprise for you all, and it got, I'm not going to say ruined in case he decides to listen later, but I sent homework to none other than, can you tell who that is, Daniel?
It looks like a naked woman posing on a bed, but I think I see a bald head now. Yeah. Is that Severson?
That's Severson. So Severson was supposed to narrate my story for my 20th anniversary story that I will end up narrating later for you all. And I sent him like the XRT number 30 notes, and all he chose to read was my top 5 cereals. I was like, you weren't even supposed to. Those are my top 5. So I'm gonna see if this doesn't work. Tell me right away.
Maybe.
So he recorded this video, and
these are your top 5. He wants.
These are my top 5.
Okay, so this is our second official guest in spirit. Yeah. Good old Mr. Olaf Severson, aka Sisyphus himself, is here to share BubbleBoy's top 5 cereals. Let's hear.
So this is episode 30. My hashtag is #NotWitness. And I'm supposed to be reading the top 5 cereals. I'll go with number 5, Waffle Crisp. Then number 4, O's. Number 3, Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Number 2, Honey Bunch of Oats. And number 1, Fruity Pebbles. Now, when I received this list, I was wondering, like, who made this list? Clearly, the person who made this list is maybe not a grown man, probably lives with their parents, and still eats what their mom and dad buy from the grocery store. Okay? I can probably put Fruity Pebbles on the list. My wife might agree because she's a celiac, and Fruity Pebbles are actually gluten-free.
Fun fact.
All the rest of them, I eat kids' cereals because I have kids. So our kids' cereals are like Trix, Fruit Loops, you know? That's what we eat, right, Owen? Yeah. Or Lucky Charms. They eat all of the marshmallows out of the Lucky Charms.
Standard.
So that was the list. Maybe you guys have a better list. I don't know. I don't know who made it. I'd like to talk to the single man or, you know, the person, the divorcee, paying their child support while living at home. What kind of list that is, but that's the list. Okay? This has been #NotWitness. Have a great one for episode 30.
All right, thank you, Mr. Olaf Severson. Shout out to Olaf. We got to get you on here. I'm a little disappointed he hasn't talked to you or reached out about getting back on the show. I don't know what's going on with him.
It was so funny. We talked last night on the phone a little bit, and
man,
I'll be so happy to narrate your story for you.
He did send me like a 7:15 text. I don't even know if I wrote back to him saying he was going to Costco, trip for Costco. I'm like, dude, Costco's not even open for a couple hours. But have fun with that.
Shout out Olaf, thank you, and if I was grading you, you got a D for effort, but man, totally.
What was his hashtag? I don't get not witness.
Not witness. Yeah, well, that's because that's in honor of the 20th anniversary that. My story that I'm going to read later.
Oh, okay.
Because I had written it at the top, right, of this thing.
I see what you're saying. You
the
had
real 20th anniversary,
a whole outline
as
here.
Recounted by BubbleBoy and 7 #Witness, narrated by Olaf Severson, #NotWitness, which may or may not already give it away, but I'm hoping.
No, I have no idea what's going on. Okay, O's another good one, but again, shreds your mouth. Worse than Captain Crunch. Like
Shredder,
absolutely, you can't even have a multiple bowl of that. No. I can't, at least with Captain Crunch.
No, it makes Captain Crunch like pillow soft.
Yeah,
and I had the Little Debbie's, both of them, and the honey buns. Those were honorable mention. The honey buns. I don't know, you didn't have those on there.
My honorable mention, it could go on forever, like Trix,
Apple Jacks,
honeycomb,
Cookie Crisp,
Frosted Cheerios. Frosted Cheerios, those are
Frosted
better
Flakes.
than Cheerios to me.
They're great.
Frosted Flakes are great. Yeah. I mean, all of yours, whatever I did mention, they're all phenomenal. I haven't had. Have you ever? What's a bad cereal? Let me ask that.
Shredded wheat.
I know grape nuts. Grape nuts.
So grape nuts,
bad.
That's
a bad cereal.
So you know what I was doing for a while there? I was adding grape nuts to. Gosh, I want to say it was like
your Metamucil
Raisin Bran Crunch. Yeah, no, something that in it. I was like, this is delicious. It's not bad at all.
To what?
Like
you
Raisin Bran
it to
Crunch
something.
or something. I know.
Raisin Bran Crunch is delicious. By the way, you said Honey Bunches of Oats with almonds. I'm assuming.
No, regular.
There's a regular one. I didn't even.
Of course, it's a regular Honey.
I guess I'm
Bunches
only
of
used to
Oats.
getting the almonds for some reason. I think they're delicious.
And they
Honey Bunches
also
of Oats.
have
Almost
frosted
could be on my list.
Honey Bunches of Oats.
Gosh.
I know.
It's
It's basically Frosted Flakes with the bunches of oats.
As you can tell, you guys, we could talk about this the entire show. So if you
We
would
need to
like
get Jerry Seinfeld on here to help us out with that.
to send us your ideas for top fives. By the way, I probably should have looked. Where was my boy X Bacon Gaming? I should check right now. Did you? I'm still waiting for an
where's
official
the
submission.
email?
Jose, where can he write to?
That'd be xboxrecordthis@gmail.com. To be fair, it was
Correct.
Thanksgiving, though. He may have had other plans. And
Oh.
actually, I take it back. I actually got a text from his wife this afternoon. He picked up what BubbleBoy also picked up today, which I'm sure we're going to hear about here in a little bit. A special little prize that he got. But he also got one today. I got that
did
text
he
early in the
I
AM.
already know what it is. Everybody's getting it but me, apparently. But that's cool.
I didn't get it
Okay,
either.
cool. Okay.
Which
Gentlemen,
one of you would like it?
we'll talk about that later. What have we been playing? Actually, we can talk about this. Guys, Xbox Record This audience, we had a phenomenal Nerd Fest last night. And I'm proud to tell you that even BubbleBoy N7 himself was up until like 1:30 playing Halo Infinite with us. We all got on around 9:30, 10. Jose might have been a little bit earlier. And we had a huge crew. We had what? Maybe
J-Biz was there from East Coast time.
There?
eight of us. Even Jay Bizzle, that's right. We had 8 of us. Only, of course, we were missing one person, Snelling. Non-shout out to Snelling. Thanks for showing up to the Ultimate Nerd Fest.
Yeah, so we had the three of us, obviously, J-Biz, Nico,
Pack, Wonton.
Pack, Wonton, and who am I
Miggy.
missing? Miggy.
And Miggy.
Yeah, of course,
Yeah.
Miggy. How could I forget Miggy?
It-
It was
awesome.
awesome. It was
Yeah.
awesome. And then we would
Great
randomly
time.
get a couple of, obviously, randos in the
Dude,
big
that
team
capture the
battle.
flag, clutch win. That was
Butt
clutch in
farter.
overtime.
Me and
farting
Wonton
butt.
back-to-back flags.
was it?
Shout out to Brian.
Yeah,
Hey, and I
Brian.
was in the back gunning on that one.
That's true. That's very true.
You know what, Chance? I was thinking about it. I didn't really see you out there much. I just randomly see you, and then you'd get like picked off or something. Like that's when I was running into.
I
it.
was
felt like he was
struggling.
getting annihilated.
I was struggling.
it was his
last night.
first night in Big Team Battle, though, to be fair.
Was it?
It was bad, and that's when I texted you guys all. I was like, "Wow, is ranked like easier or something?" Which I get what you said, Daniel. Even though I think you're just talking shit.
I wasn't.
Caca.
Oh wait, great.
Because then I was playing other things too, and I finally think I got everything tweaked where it needed to be. But yeah,
I didn't send you the controller settings either. Did
No,
you do
I
the
did, though.
505?
Yep, I set it up for
the
him.
505. and
okay.
yeah,
I think it
Chapeau,
feels a
before
lot
you guys
better.
got on, talked me through it, and I saw. I read an article that had the exact same thing on there too.
Yeah,
So
it makes a big difference. I do want to say what was cool about this, you guys, is that Brian, he was playing the entire week. He's been playing at Allen's. He's just been streaming through the Xbox app on a
On a
Samsung
Samsung
Galaxy.
tablet, yeah.
Yeah. And he was like super impressed, and he was getting kills. Like, and he was even playing ranked with us. Like, I can't imagine the slight latency that he had to deal with, which I'm sure is there, but hanging in there. And he was so blown away with it. He's like, why did I buy a Series X? He's like, I could just do this. And I'm like, Brian, that's exactly what Microsoft is offering to you. And they don't care if you buy it. If you get the Game Pass subscription, it might be perfect for you if you don't use your Xbox. And it was really cool. We were all playing together. And I think at one point over the week, I was playing with Brian, and then someone else was playing on their PC, like all together seamlessly. Like, that's really cool. And I don't remember, I think it only crashed on us once last night for somebody. I can't even.
Miggy was
maybe it
having
was you,
sound
Chance.
issues, but
Oh,
no,
yeah.
it was, and I
haven't had any
thought
issues
I
with
was
it,
getting
really.
booted at one point, but it was just like a really long glitch, and I died, but I was dying left and right anyway, so it's not like it didn't.
Yeah,
only-
all things considered.
A question for you guys. The only tiny legitimate issue that I've had multiple times that I figured out how to solve it, but it's a recurring one, is if we play like multiplayer for any amount of time and then I just turn off my Xbox, like, all right, good night guys, and I shut it off. The next time I get into Halo, it can't connect to multiplayer. It just cannot find it. You have to totally quit out and then reboot it, and then I get in. Fine, no problems.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that's a bug or just because of the servers or because it's a beta, all the
maybe.
above. But it's an easy
It's
fix. It's just.
It's that quick resume thing, dude. I always quit out of my games. I feel like everything just runs better. Like, even though quick resume is there, I just tend to quit out. I'm like, I'll wait the extra second.
I didn't
or
in
two.
Forza
I'm
though.
like,
Forza works fine, man. With the
yeah,
quick resume.
you're right. It all depends. But any other thoughts on Halo BubbleBoy after? I mean, I don't know if we really got your thoughts.
How about this?
yet.
Yeah.
Favorite gun, worst gun.
Favorite gun BR. Worst gun, Covenant, that stupid burst fire piece of caca, the
triple
pulse carbine
burst?
or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Carbine,
Oh
yeah.
my, hands down the worst game. But BR, I can shred even in Fiesta. I can get kills with that. Like that's easily like the best gun, hands to me. Like
Is
most
that why
balanced
it's the only one you get to start
In ranked,
and
yeah.
ranked, and I feel like it takes a little bit of skill too. Like I
yeah.
love
To get
I
the
used to
Yeah,
not
headshots
be
you
a
on it.
can't just
I used to not like the battle rifle, you guys, but I love this battle rifle. Like I said, even Fiesta, I can still compete with people who got rockets if they missed that first one. So that would be mine. And then that pulse carbine, just awful. I don't understand. It's literally like, and it's over. Like it overheats and then it's done. I don't know how to use it. I'm probably using it wrong. Alan's like, you have to be a certain amount and zoomed in and then it tracks. Terrible. One of my challenges is to get 10 kills with it. I'm at 5 of 10 and it's taking me like days.
Oh, you gotta.
I want to swap it.
that
Yeah,
one.
I know.
Yeah.
Chance, how about you?
What about you? Oh, okay. So it's gonna sound crazy, but I love the pistol. Like I have been owning people with that pistol. I really, really like it. And
oh yeah, that's a good gun too. I got my overkill with that. I don't know. I got a kill tacular with it because some people were like picking off, so I was pretty
It
happy
reloads
about
real
that.
fast, which is nice.
Yeah, but it runs out fast too. If you miss with that, you're done.
It reminds me
and
though
then-
of Halo 1, Halo 2.
Halo 2.
That was the common thing, right? You always use a
1.
pistol. I think it was 1.
No, Halo 1 was the one where you used the pistol, yeah. But it was that was like a 3-shot kill. That thing was way overpowered. This is definitely more balanced, but this is the second best pistol I would definitely say
It's
agree
so
with.
clean and like I don't know the recoil is so low on it.
Mm-hmm.
Like probably for my noob caca, like it's good for me. The one that
Worst
I
gun.
absolutely can't stand and I hate more than anything is that red splooge one. I don't understand what it does.
That
what
one's
the
bad
point
for
of
me,
it
too.
is.
Okay,
And
so
that
here's a pro tip.
achievement-
Pro
hold
tip,
on,
though.
how do you go ahead? Yeah.
Yeah,
do you
please tell me how to
on
use
your
this.
on your series controller? Do you have it switched so that it's the short triggers?
Yeah,
Because if you
turn
have
those off,
if you turn that off to the long triggers, you can actually power it up and then release a big one that
Okay.
shoots like
I
fire.
do have it powered up. I have held it down.
I don't think we are,
holding the
because I
trigger thing
noticed-
shouldn't matter.
No, it does,
No, it
because I
does.
think
It
I've
does.
noticed where I've been trying to swing at a guy with the hammer and it doesn't register because of the quick trigger. I've noticed it, so I've actually controllers back there. I actually switched it. I think you got to turn it off.
I
Or
have
just- I have it on the
my-
middle.
Is
aim
aim
down
at
the
the quick
sight.
trigger?
No, I have my aim down the sights as all the way, like barely, right? And then I have
yeah.
my trigger finger, the right one, in
Full?
the middle. No, I
Yeah,
have it
me
in the
too.
middle.
You need
Full
to have it
just-
at the full though. I'm saying
But
for
I
the
don't know.
full
It doesn't
charge.
make sense though. Why would that be?
It just
I don't
does.
know, but
Trust me on that, dude.
I think he's right, because I've noticed with my hammer, I'm like, something's wrong when I think I'm pulling it down. So God, I agree, Chance. I think that's caca too. Jose, after yours, I want to start with best and worst equipment.
So just real quick, my favorite, I do like the battle rifle a lot, but that's everybody's favorite. That's why you get it on ranked. Of other guns, my favorite is actually the Mangler. I really like that in close quarters because you just pop one shot and then melee him and it has the knife on the front of it. And so it's just a quick kill. It also really frustrates people, I think, that are having like, you actually stand a chance against energy swords and hammers and that kind of stuff, which I really appreciate. And then worst is the same as Dan's. That freaking, every time I try to get that carbine. I'm like, I'm going to learn it. I can figure it out. And every time I just get smoked when I find it. Like, it's the first thing I want to drop when I play with it for sure.
Absolutely awful. I would say my second or an honorable mention, I like the AR. I think the AR is a competent weapon as well. I feel like if I could have a BR AR, I'm pretty set. Like, I don't even really need much. They're all some really cool. The Needler is underrated.
The skewer's great. That's
Ooh, I do like
Skewer
the
is
skewer a lot,
great.
too.
Skewer
Because
is
it's
great
good with
because that
vehicles
takes out
too.
vehicles
Yeah.
too. Exactly. And it's a sniper. Yeah, skewer is satisfying. I really like that as well. A lot of cool guns, but they're the ones that I think we all can agree that we ignore. We ignore the stupid pulse carbine. We ignore the red Ravager, and then I don't know how to use the
pulse
shock
pistol?
rifle.
The shock rifle is only good for vehicles. That's the only thing it's
well,
good
and
for.
so that pulse pistol's not bad because if you have
The
it
disruptor?
charged up, if
I like the disruptor. That kind of fires fast.
no,
That one's
the,
good.
like plasma pistol.
Yeah, it's
is
like the
what I'm talking
Covenant
about, right?
version of the pistol. I don't like that.
Yeah, that's just like a shield reducer.
But that
I
one,
don't
if
even
you
count
have it
that.
charged up, you just do that and
Yeah, one shot. The new,
But it's such a slow bullet that if you're not in close quarters, you can't shoot it like across the map. Like the pistol's an instant hit across the map.
Dude, I still hate some of those other guns more. I mean, I think that's saying something. Okay, best equipment, hands down, is the grapple hook.
Yep.
I've actually gotten decent at like you're supposed to look the other way as you're going and then look back, and it kind of speeds you up. I've had some crazy movement around the map.
You Spider-Man out there?
Looking around. Like it's and it's so satisfying too when you nail it. And then the second favorite would be the boost. Gosh, I love the boost. It's just so good.
I only do the boost on accident. I'm being honest. Like I don't know it. And I'm like, oh God, I'm over here now.
Boost is good. You can trick people when they start shooting at you. It'll just completely throw them off with their aim. And then I'll say worst would be. It's
none of them are worse though.
The
just
motion sensor, right?
Yeah, and the sound the motion sensor makes is so hilarious.
Yeah, when you shoot it. Yeah. I agree. That is a very satisfying sound. Okay, so yeah, the worst one is the shield. Whenever I get it, I'm like, I instantly just want to get something else. Like to me, it's worthless. I never remember to throw it down. Yeah, where it's like a portable shield that pops up. That's hands down the worst equipment. I just don't understand. I'm sure they're getting stats on this too. Like people just being like, why do we even have this? BubbleBoy, what about your best and worst equipment?
Oh, the grappling hook. I want it to be my favorite. I'm not very good with it yet still, and I still feel like I can't traverse well with it.
Dude,
but when it does work, it's so good.
Chance, where have you gotten where you get from behind then assassinate them or slice them up with it? I had like 2 in a row back to back with it. It's so satisfying.
No, I have. It's just it's few and far between, and I feel like I get like all giddy when I get it, except for Fiesta, right? And I'm like, oh God, and then I'm starting to look for ghosts and wasps in the air. I'm like, oh, I want to get that achievement, and then I forget what I'm doing, and like
you actually also get an achievement if a dude has a sword and you grapple them from the back while they have a sword. That's an achievement too.
What do you mean?
Like you know how you can grapple a person to like melee them?
Yeah,
I got it when we were playing last night on Big Team Battle.
So he had a sword and you assassinated him with
with the grappling hook. Yeah, from behind. That's how you got it.
Well, I'm gonna have to look at yours to see. That must be a secret one
today, and I did not see that one.
Maybe it was just sword from behind. Maybe it wasn't the grapple hook at all. That's just how I did it. But maybe
because I did get my mythic medal today, getting that ninja medal. That was pretty freaking awesome.
The ninjas where it's like jump up and assassinate him, right?
You jump over them and then turn around and assassinate. I mean, I'm sure the guy was glitching or something, but it was cool enough.
I was like, man, you're pulling off these pro strap moves. Yeah. Chipotle Bear, best and worst. Or wait, Chance, did you say your worst?
It's I didn't even know what you were talking about at first.
Didn't even know it exactly. Chipotle, is it the same? Grapple and shield.
Yeah, it's the same. I mean, there's not that many. Equipment pieces. So yeah, the grappling hook is super fun. I was really getting the hang of it in the Big Team Battle, doing it to vehicles. Like it's just really nice when you know a Warhog's coming, versatile. And you're like, I'm gonna, because you could never jump and do it. You'd get killed, obviously, like run over. But with the grappling hook, you can actually hijack it and stuff pretty easily. So definitely grappling hook, and then I never used the shield. Like I like the idea of it in theory. I know when they introduced it, I was like, it was cool, but it dies so quickly. Like it's not any. Like I almost wish it was like the shield in Warzone. You know what I'm talking about, where it's like it's static and it becomes like a wall, like a short part-time wall that anybody can use. I wish it was more like that, to be honest with you, but it is what it is. It's fine.
Yeah. I'm looking at your achievements right now, and I'm not seeing it.
Yeah,
I think you're just getting confused.
You've
got some good ones though,
which is backsmack an enemy who is zoomed in with a scoped weapon.
Yeah, maybe that's it.
Maybe that. I could have sworn it was something with the sword though. I'll see if I can find it.
I don't see anything with a sword.
You've got some. Yeah, the Peeker's disadvantage. Yeah, that's probably got it. Yeah. Gained access. Yeah, you've got some good ones.
I was trying. I always forget to try that. They see me rolling because I feel like it should be really easy. That spectate an ally that's driving.
Yeah, I always forget to just switch to a person when they're in a Warthog. Very easy to do. We should just say, "Hey, I'm in a Warthog," and when you die, just switch over to that.
Go
there. Do we have any? As far as the XP, let's talk about that because, like I was saying, I don't think it's as bad as everyone's saying. I'm already at 44, 45. That means, yes, I'm only at like 20, 25. But this season was originally supposed to restart, I think, in, was it February? And then they delayed it to May. Yeah. Like, I'm easily going to get to 5. If you just do the few challenges and play a little bit, like, I don't feel like this is any slower than Call of Duty. And I remember Warzone, Jose, because you actually did get the battle pass for that. Mm-hmm. I remember it was pretty fast at first, but then they tweaked it, and I felt like it was so much slower.
Yeah, and once you hit like levels 50s and 60s, it started to really become like you had to either play a ton or be really good and just constantly
And not
hitting
only
stuff.
that, but like also, I haven't even bought the battle pass for the past 2 seasons for it, and I'm still playing the game. Like if the game's good and plays well, shouldn't that be all that matter? Like I feel like people are really blowing this battle pass thing into a bigger deal than it really is. I get it. You want to get these cool pieces, you want to be able to customize, but I don't feel like it's as bad as everyone's saying. And it's comparable to Call of Duty. Like I've had multiple Call of Duty battle passes and I've gotten to 100 and it's a grind. Like it takes time, but if you play it a lot, you'll get there. And I will say if you have double XP, man, save those. And if you know you're getting close to some of those challenges and then activate it, I leveled up twice last night just but in an hour just from doing those. And those double XPs are absolutely worth it. So you're going to see me buying more Rockstar. They got me. I drink energy drinks anyway before workouts to give me that pre-workout boost. So, I mean, if I'm going to be drinking them anyway, looks like I'm buying some more Rockstar because I'm going to get those double XPs. But I think, yes, there is work to be done, but I don't think it's as unfair as people are saying. And people are saying, oh, this is just ruining Halo. Like, I don't want to play this anymore if I'm not going to make it. Like that shouldn't be if your biggest complaint is the battle pass and that's going to deter you from playing the game. I think that's absolutely ridiculous. The game works. It runs great. It's a blast to play. The guns feel like I'm kind of frustrated with the negativity that's surrounding Infinite right now because of the battle pass thing. So Jose, what do you think?
I mean, I
stuff?
agree with you 100%. I was really daunted at first when I started because I was like, oh my God, this is going to take forever because you're getting 50 points a game and it's 1,000 to level up. I actually have really come to like that it's consistent. It's always 1,000. Like, I think that's actually really nice as opposed to
100.
Call of Duty
100,
and
yeah.
Battlefield where it gets bigger each level. Like, you actually have to get more XP. I mean, I respect that system. I'm not hating on it, but I've actually really come to like this. And I fully agree with you that it's actually pretty manageable. And as long as you're actually trying to get the achievements, if you're just trying to kill people, you're never going to get there because you do have to actually actively try to pursue what it's telling you. But
Get some
it's
of those
actually
challenges, yeah.
It's actually helped me learn the game better and play more of the guns and play more of the equipment so that I actually can be more efficient. So I've actually really appreciated that. I agree about the double XP thing. And the other part that I think is really nice, it's all cosmetic. Like, none of this is helping you play better. It's not like you get faster guns or reload times or anything like that. You just look cooler. So I think it's perfectly justified the way that they did. I actually think it's really well. I think people always find something to complain about. It doesn't matter how good something is. They will always find that thing. I think it's totally fine. And, again, I know we're in a unique situation. We brought this up before where we can afford down to throw a few ducats towards a game that we really like. People might think it was crazy that you have to spend $10 for a skin, but I was like, cool, I'll buy a skin. You know what I mean? Yeah. Or buy the pass. Like, I would easily spend that money at fast food or Target or whatever. So why not do something that I've already sunk so many hours? The one thing I will kind of give people a little bit is that over Thanksgiving, since I got back from Georgia, I've played a lot of Halo. Like, literally, Victoria's fallen asleep at like 9 o'clock, and I was playing till like 1, 2. I mean, literally 4 or 5 hours at a chunk for a couple nights in a row. And I've been really grinding those achievements. And I'm now to the point on the weekly challenges where I only have one left. Like, they won't give me any more. And that's fine. You know what I'm saying? That would be a little frustrating if it wasn't going to renew. I think it renews on Monday night or something like that.
No, there's less than 20 hours. It was 20 hours when I stopped playing today because I only have one left too, and I don't think I'm going to get them all.
Dude, you're putting in work, Jose. I just got to say this because I still have plenty of
I know
of the season, the event challenges, and I still have like a bunch of. I'm like, oh my, you have none? Like, that's insane.
Yeah, so I've one left, and I had one left last night, and I thought, sweet, that's it. I'm going to finish the week, like just a personal. I did it. I'm proud of myself. Kind of good job, me. And then I beat that one, and it gave me another one, which is totally fine. I could see where that would be really frustrating for someone who's like, I'm trying to push it. I want to level up. But at the same time, like, dude, I haven't had to work this whole week. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've literally had the time to just grind it out. Most people can't do that. I can't do that in a normal week when I'm working and stuff like that. So I think other than these kind of vacation moments where I can just really throw time towards it, I don't think I'll ever do that again. So I think there's plenty of stuff to do. I think it kind of does force you to do stuff. It's nice that I have the swaps right now. So if there's a challenge, like I told you, I don't really like Oddball, and that was one of my challenges. And I was like, I don't want to play freaking Oddball, and I can't choose it either. That was also a little bit frustrating. You have to wait till it just comes up in your playlist. But assuming that might change in the full release, I think it's fine, dude. And, you know, and everybody wants like the Emil skin and everybody wants the flaming skull. But I also think that was one thing they mentioned that was really, I think, a smart idea is that if you buy the season pass now, even if it takes you 10 years to get through it, you'll eventually get those stuff. Like they don't just, it doesn't go away at the end of the season like in Warzone, where if you miss it, you missed out. It just, you can, once you've bought it, you just have to rank up and you'll get there. I'm curious to see if I could ask a question and then I'll pass it to BubbleBoy. What's going to happen when you get to season 2 if you haven't finished season 1? Does it mean that, like if I'm at, let's just say level 70 when season 2 comes out and then I level up playing the game, do I get level 71 in season 1 and level 2 in season 2? Or does it just, I have to finish all of season 1 and then I'll start at 1 of 2? Do you know how that, either of you know how that works?
You're probably going to, I'm guessing that you have to select, this is my active battle pass, and that's where stuff will go to. And that's kind of like, so in Master Chief Collection, they're all there, but you get like these tokens, and then you can just scroll whichever one you want and then unlock one of the divisions. I actually really like the way Master Chief does it. That's smart. I'm kind of surprised why it's not more like that, but actually looking back on it, it is kind of like the same thing, but there's only just one right now. So it makes sense. But you're not really earning experience in the Master Chief Collections. You would just have to do challenges. And then, like I said, it would give you one token, and think of that as like unlocking a level.
A credit, I guess, or whatever you want. Yeah.
Yeah. Whatever it is. A number, like, one of the levels. So that's kind of how it was. So I'm assuming, you'll either it'll be exactly like Master Chief Collection, or it's like, hey, maybe eventually they'll switch to that token system, or they're saying, hey, you need to activate one of your battle passes. That's where your points will start. That's probably what you'll do. And then you'll do it. So, Chance, any thoughts on the progression system at all, or
nothing different than any of the things you guys said? Because I agree with all that. I don't have a problem with it at all. I do like the events. I think that's a really cool kind of neat thing. That the thing that I think I like most about it is the way that they're there for a week and then they're gone, but then they come back, right? And so I can remember in Warzone being like, oh, I should have bought that little Guinness cup like emblem for my gun, and I wanted that so bad, but then it was gone, and I had no idea when it was coming back. And it's cool to see, like, hey, if you didn't get all 7, and I think it is 7 is the top that you can get in an event in 1 week, because I also got all those challenges cleared out, except for the one. I have one left on the event one, which will take me to 7. That hopefully, I don't know, I guess it should be there again next week, or 2 weeks from now, 3 weeks, I forget.
I like the events too. I feel like they're better than what Call of Duty. I remember Call of Duty having stuff for like Halloween and those kinds of events. Other than that, I couldn't tell you or what the point of them were. I remember, you're right. No, I do remember some, Jose, and they were just like lame stuff. Like this actually has some.
No,
cool...
I mean you got like the banners, you got the charms.
I don't remember. Yeah, I know. Yeah, but I'm saying I don't think anything was like worth working towards. Like I'd look at it and be like, nah, and then I just didn't care about it. Whereas I feel like with Halo, they're pretty cool.
And their events were
I guess
different.
I'm saying the rewards are better
in Warzone because it was one, they had the packs you could buy. That's how you get like Leatherface or Scream Guy or the Saw guy, Jigsaw.
Yeah, but Halo has that too. You could buy the Japanese warrior or like samurai, some of those.
Some of them in the store too, but they also did it where it was in game. Remember, it wasn't a challenge. You actually had to go to like a location and open a chest, and if you found the right chest, that's how you got the thing. For the record though, I hope they do a Halloween Halo theme. I don't know what it would be, but I'd be freaking pumped for that. That's awesome.
Yeah, no, they will. And I do want to say, like, we've all spent like 10, 15, 20, $50 on it. This game was free to play, and I'm going to continue to buy battle passes. Exactly, and I love my skin. I haven't changed him yet, even though I have a bunch of stuff unlocked. I love how he looks. So even if it is just the Halo Championship Series skin, but it's sick. And some of those patterns are awesome, and I'm sure they can add more teams. So I have no problem with it. I'm satisfied with my money. I think it says a lot that we're all, like, a majority of us have been playing Halo all week. Like, I don't even know if I've really played anything else this week. Maybe a little bit of Skyrim. I have Guardians installed, but I haven't started
I've played
it.
Some Guardians, and I like it, and it's good. The combat isn't great. I mean, it's nothing.
That's what I heard.
Like same reviews everybody gave you, and I want to keep playing it. But man, it was hard not to play Halo with everybody last night. So.
And adding the challenges, I think, adds to it too. Like, oh man, I'm so close to getting this challenge done. And you can easily do some of them on your own.
Yeah, like Chapeau said, like it's like, hey, you know what? You're not used to using the pulse carbine. Why don't you get one kill with that? And
Yeah.
We'll give you 8 billion XP.
All right, guys, let's jump into the news. And this is a really short week. I've only got 2 items that I really think we will enjoy talking about. So very quickly, first one, December. This is your favorite Games with Gold lineup. The Escapist 2 from December 1st to December 31st. Then we have Tropico 5. I've heard of both of these games, know nothing about them. December 16th through January 15th. Then the 360 titles are Orcs Must Die, December 1st through the 15th. And then Insanely Twisted Shadow Planet, December 16th through December 31st. Jose or Chance, have you heard of these games? Do you know anything about them? Is this an Xbox delete this kind of topic?
I don't think it's.
I've heard of Tropico also, and
I've heard they're good. Like,
yeah, if I was bored and didn't have
so many games.
backlog that was just
mountains
so overwhelming. Yeah.
Forza 5. I mean, geez, Forza Horizon 5.
I know, God, and we haven't even talked. Oh, yeah, because I actually, and Forza does run really well on the backbone in my phone. Okay. Yeah, good, and I hope there are people out there that are really jazzed about this.
Jose, any thoughts? I just wanted to announce them to let people know those are your free Games with Gold. Just go play something on Game Pass would be my
Escapist.
Play Horizon or Halo.
Escapist is cool. Like, it's a cool premise for a game, and I did play the first one a little bit. I never played the second one.
Tell me about it.
It's like it's almost like a top-down 8-bit game, if that makes sense. And the idea is that you're in a prison and you're trying to escape it. And I think, if I remember correctly, it's supposed to be a co-op game. Like, that's actually the best way to play it, is 2 to 4 friends, where like you each. It's almost like the Among Us style, where like you go do this and I'll go do this, and if we time it right, we can get out together. But you can play it by yourself too. It's like a silly game. Like it fits. It's something I feel like you could play on like your phone natively really well without a controller and that kind of stuff. I think they just ported it to consoles because obviously you have the controllers and stuff. It's probably not that big a file or anything, so it's cool. Big shout out to the developer. I know the first one was pretty successful. That's probably why we did the second one. You know, again, like same with Chance. I hope the best for them. Maybe one day I'll play them, but like right now, the number of hours is in the triple digits for Halo.
I know.
And for Forza that I'm not even thinking about literally anything else.
It's crazy. Last story, very quickly. I just wanted to say, get your thoughts on this. Really, Amazon Studios is nearing a deal to develop a Mass Effect series. Are you excited? What are we feeling about this? What was your initial reaction?
I feel like our next topic should be top 5 actors to play Commander Shepard. I think that should be next one for next episode.
I don't even know who to pick.
That's what I'm seeing. It'd be fun.
But is it Fem Shep or Male Shep?
I think we should do Male Shep.
Good point. Yeah,
I think we have to do both.
Or we can do both. Let's do it. Let's do it for next show.
For a topic. I thought you meant for the actual show. Do we wish it might have been an HBO series? Are we comfortable with Amazon? I mean, I don't watch too many Amazon series.
I like The Boys.
The Boys on
The Boys was dope.
I know you guys love The Boys. I haven't seen it.
And
you like Tomorrow War, right, Chance?
Love Tomorrow War.
That was Amazon movie. Okay. I think they have the funding. I think they have the willpower to try to do something super awesome. I believe it or not, because Bezos, even though he doesn't own Amazon anymore, Bezos is a big nerd, right? He's a nerd at heart, and so he probably understands like when you buy Mass Effect, you're not just buying this IP that it's popular. It's like people will literally write you letters threatening your life if you get this wrong. So I give him that respect a little bit.
Yeah, and I think about it, I'm actually really excited. That's exactly kind of where I was headed. He saved The Expanse, right? Like The Expanse was canceled, and that show is fantastic.
I've heard people rave about The Expanse.
It's so good, dude.
It's the closest thing to Mass Effect that any other entertainment thing has been. Without it's not Mass Effect at all. It's not trying to be either. But is it good? And he literally resurrected it. It was dead. He was like, "This is my favorite show. I have lots of money. Let's keep going," right? And it
he pulled a Danny DeVito, like It's Always Sunny, basically.
Yeah, like and it is going really well. So I'm excited, and I'm not gonna be like, oh, they're gonna ruin it, or I'll wait to see and withhold judgment, and regardless of how it does, it's not gonna change the game. The trilogy is still the best.
What if Let me throw this at you. The rumors are, what's his face actor? I can't remember his name right now. Superman. What if he is Shepard?
Cavill, he's going to also be the Witcher.
Yeah, Henry Cavill. Yes.
No,
so
he
there
can't be-
were.
he can't
I'm
be
telling you
Geralt
that.
and
Yes, Geralt and Shepard. So here's the thing: he tweeted some picture or Instagram or something of it. I'm working on this secret project, and somebody like magnified and I thought I sent this to you. They like de-blurred the text, enhanced it exactly, and it was like Mass Effect's like terminology in this script. I'm just saying,
maybe he's a voice actor in the next game.
Maybe you're right. That could be a possibility too. But I mean,
okay. So here's a hot take.
I think Henry Cavill is awesome. I think
if it's,
I do
if
too.
it's
Go ahead.
If it's a real show, is it what's going to be better, the Halo series or the Mass Effect series?
Oh, I don't know. I think Halo could be really good too.
I mean, I think they could also both be great. I'm just being devil's advocate over here.
Yeah, I hope they're both fantastic. Is what ideally. So here's the thing. I haven't told you this. There was this guy who maybe I did. He watched my stream when I did my workout streams, and he was an extra on the Halo show out in the Netherlands. And I have secret pictures.
Time out.
Of
you did a workout
from
stream?
On the set. Yeah, I did. I would do.
Yeah, I was like, let's rewind and go back to that.
And step.
It was me lifting. And I can't tell you his name because I don't want to give it out. But guys, I have. Will you let me finish my story? I have pictures of like sets, and he's even snagged some of the Chief for me. And
that's right, dude.
It is so cool. And I want to show him. He's like, dude, you can't show anybody these pictures. He's like, because he's an extra. They had to do like training for the boot camp.
Signed an NDA.
Oh yeah, for sure. And so I'm super pumped about this Halo thing. I can't wait. I hope they're both phenomenal and spaced out, which is good. So we've got that. I'm sure Chance is going to watch The Last of Us, of course, because he's a simp for what's his face. It's on HBO, and what's his face?
Good on HBO,
Pedro Pascal. Yeah, I'm sure it'll be decent, but I don't know. The Last of Us was such a powerful game. I don't understand making it into a series, but that's. Again, Sony's like, oh, we're all about gaming and console during the PS4, no TV like Xbox, and they're the ones pushing TV shows, Sony Pictures, Spider-Man, like whatever. Guys, let's jump into my last thing I wanted to do. Let's discuss, and in celebration of the 20, and I'm going to title this episode The Xbox Museum. I wanted to go over our picture, so I hope you're all logged into your little Xbox museum.xbox.com, and I wanted to compare some of our statistics here and share them with the audience. Or do you have screenshots? I'm hoping, because if you're logged in, I notice when I'm on my iPhone, Jose, like this thing feels like it's going to explode. Like it's just running so much going on in the background when you're running it.
Yeah.
So while you're either logging in or looking back at your screenshots, when I visited the Xbox Museum, which all of you should do, log into your Xbox Live account at, I believe it's museum.xbox.com. I had 238,840 gamer score. And I'm so embarrassed and sad to say this, but my number one game played of all time on Xbox. Do you remember what it was?
PUBG?
Most hours spent. Yes. Player Unknown's Battlegrounds. And to be fair, thinking about it, some of those matches can last forever. So the time definitely can add up in that. But I'm so embarrassed that when that came out in 2017, I believe, when the One X launched, we were sucked in, or I was, me, Alan, Miggy, Matthew, we played so much PUBG. So that is my most played game. And I can't believe I spent so much time in that janky mess of a game, but it was because it was the first battle royale that I've ever experienced. And it was the only one available for a long time. And I was not into Fortnite. Man, so much time spent. So I've played 467 Xbox games. 467. I have 9,199 achievements. I'm coming up on 10K. My top genre is shooter. Consoles owned, and I'm so happy it shows this. Original Xbox, Xbox 360, Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S. BubbleBoy, do you have that pulled up? That's like your main 20 summary page. Share yours with us. Okay, well, boy is muted. He is a muted caca right now.
Sorry. This is where I'm saying I know there's something wrong with this because it says I didn't ever own an original Xbox, which is
Here,
just
wait.
not
Let me interrupt.
True. Okay.
You may have owned it, but you may not have logged into Xbox Live.
I think that's what happened with me too.
That's what some think about
How
it.
would
It's
we
not
have
going
done
to track
Halo
you.
LAN parties?
You don't need Xbox Live.
Yeah,
for
that was on a local network.
that was
wasn't
local
the internet.
network. The first
That was a
game to
router.
have Xbox Live, well, not Xbox Live. Halo 2 was the first one to require Xbox. Well, I guess it wasn't required, but that's what you would use for it. So there
I
you
was
go.
at 393 games played.
That's
which
impressive because
actually
you
is
came in
impressive
late. Yeah,
considering
exactly.
It didn't think I started until I bought the 360 when I lived with Chapeau. My number one most played game, I texted you guys the other day. Do you remember what it was?
Wait, no. I want you to share these. We're going to go through all of these. Oh, your number one most played game?
Yeah.
How many achievements?
Oh, I don't know.
It was
Don't you have
Valhalla.
this don't you have this green screen, Chance? This is the one I'm looking at.
Hold on.
Jose, do you
Let
have
me get
yours?
there.
Pull yours up.
Bam.
By the way, I can hear somebody's music going on.
Okay,
in
I
the-
just volumed down.
Jose,
Okay.
let's jump to you while Chance is looking for that part.
So my current
Oh, I
gamer
got
score.
I got it here. 394 total achievements, 7,534. Number of rare achievements, 4285. This one was kind of cool. Gamer score through the year.
No, wait. We're gonna go through these one by one, Chance. I just want you sharing this screen only.
I don't.
Jose, share me yours.
So my gamer score is 33,000. It's way lower than these two guys.
Got a noob here.
I feel like a noob, even though I've had a game for a long time. My most played game is actually Call of Duty Modern Warfare. That is my most played game.
Makes sense.
Sunk a lot of hours in it with you and Snelling and Nico and everybody. My titles played overall at 139, so like a quarter of Dan's.
Ooh, wow.
I know I pick titles and I
chances
stick
put
with them.
work.
You guys burn through games like every other day, especially with Games Pass.
No,
before Halo.
chances is really impressive because he came into the 360 way after me, and I don't even think this is counting a lot of the Xbox original games. But you're right, I didn't. Yes, that one. We'll get to you in a second, Chance. Top genre, Jose.
That'd be shooters, because and it's a social thing. Honestly, it's not because I'm a violent guy. And achievements 1,800. 1,800 achievements, but I'm pretty proud of. Like, honestly, I saw the number and I was
You've
like,
got
okay,
a respectable
good
number.
for me.
You've
I'll
got a
take
good
it.
number. Yeah, you've got a good number. Chance,
every
let's hear
system
yours.
except for the first one, but I did have it. I just didn't log in.
So gamer score 158,145, and I'm very proud of the 5 and 0. Getting back to that.
Chance,
most played game The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, which makes all the sense in the world because
I
I
can't
played
believe
it
it,
like
yeah.
7 times and I got whatever 1,800 out of 1,800 on it. Titles played 394. Actually, I thought it was 393. Achievements 7,534. Top genre action and adventure.
Wow, that makes sense. And all consoles except for the original Xbox, right?
Yes.
Chance, it's so funny you say about the number 5 ending. So Johnny was over here playing. I think, did I tell you this in the party? And he jumped onto No Man's Sky. I was like, get off of it.
Yeah.
Get off right now. I randomly walked out. And I'm like, do not start that because it's
Yeah.
got like 6s and 3s ending.
Yep.
I'm like, get off. No,
Yep.
because and it's so convenient. Another thing I forgot to mention earlier, he was just streaming games. He figured out intuitively just like that. He's like, oh, I can just stream this. He was streaming games that I didn't have on my console.
Yep.
It works really well. I forgot to tell you, I wanted to get that Master Chief armor, and so I jumped in. I was like, oh, I need Sea of Thieves for the ship, and I was like, I don't have it installed. I have to reinstall it. But oh, there's the cloud symbol. Just jumped on, played for like 5 minutes. Now I have it. Just jumped onto Destiny because I needed to go visit Xur, and it wasn't installed with my Series S. It works really well. The cloud streaming. Shout out to cloud streaming.
Ashley's uncle just fired up World War Z out of left field, and
There you go.
I was like, "Oh, did you? Oh no, you didn't have to download it."
Yeah.
'cause-
Let's go to gamer score through the years. So 2017, I wish it gave every year. That would have been really cool. I'm sure it's somewhere. My 2017, 24,890. 2018, 27,000. Big year for me. 2019, kind of a down year. Oh, that makes perfect sense. That's when the girls were born. 19,800. 2020, also down year. I mean, gosh, for a lot of reasons. 17,000. That was my least. The 2020, the cursed year. This is supposed to be the greatest year ever. 2021, putting in work. 25,580. So pretty pumped about that. But boy, what about your gamer score through the years?
Yours is higher, but mine follows the exact trajectory. So 2017, 17,900, dips a little bit in 2018. cuts by more than half. In 2019, it was 7,831. 2020, I doubled that with 14,000. 2021, best yet, 21,866 because of No Man's Sky. And it was that low year of 2019 was when I got 7,830.
That was a low year. What was going on? You were playing a lot of PlayStation, I bet. You're probably playing a lot of PS4.
You know what? 'Cause it was pre-Series X. It was in the last couple of years of the one, so we were just cleaning up titles and shit.
You were doing a lot of PlayStation. Me too. That's probably a part of mine as well. Jose, what about you?
Don't laugh. So 2019, 4,975. 2018, a little bit lower, 3,370. 2019, only 1,580. 1,500.
There's something about
pre-pandemic a little bit, maybe.
Yeah, no, you had a PS. Panicking. That's when you got your PS4.
Yeah. I'm telling you. And I played Horizon, I know, and God of War. Yeah. So you're right. 2020, 3,277. And then this year, 8,000. I'm proud of myself. Like,
you're putting in work.
Hey, attaboy.
On my
XRT.
Level. I'll take it.
Heck yeah. I think it's funny. In 2018, I had 27,000, almost 28,000, and Jose's total is like 30.
Yeah, your 1 year was all of my past 5
What
years.
was I doing in 2018? My gosh.
Imagine if we were still single men.
Oh, man. I would have been at 500,000. So next page. So this is it, Chance. This one I'm very proud of. This was the first time I signed in to Xbox Live. The first time, and I remember this, was August 27th, 2004. I have a sweet 17 logo on my gamer's card with 17 years of being on Xbox Live.
Is that what that is? I was wondering.
Yes, that's how many consecutive years you've been on Live. Okay. So I'm so proud of that one.
Text you about what that was.
Yeah, so Xbox Live is only 19 years old, and I'm 17 of the 19. And I remember in that August, man. I remember that was my sophomore year of college. I remember exactly what it was. I was in our apartments off Creekside. We called it Crackside because it was like the crappy apartments in Boulder. And I remember I was playing Ghost Recon online. That was like 8/27/2004, the good old days. And this was right before Halo 2 would eventually launch, I believe. Chance, when was the first time you logged into Xbox Live?
November 6th, 2010.
Nice. And Chapeau, yours is probably similar, right?
I actually beat Chance September 10th of 2010.
Oh,
I beat Chance by
did you get yours first? Or did you get them around the same time? Because who must have gotten on Live first?
Well, because this is when we lived together.
Obviously.
So I had to have just gotten Live before he did. But, I mean, very shortly before.
Okay. Next page. First login on each console. And this one is very cool. So, obviously... Xbox 3, it doesn't have the original Xbox on here, but I have Xbox 360 1025.
We're going to have to cut this short or my phone's going to blow up.
2005. Xbox One. This one has been tricking people up. I've heard other people talk about this. I think it was either Cognito or Paris Lily. But the first time I logged into Xbox One was August 1st, 2014. The console didn't launch until November, right? And you remember, and I know why. That is when you got that special achievement. There's a random achievement for when you pre-ordered your Xbox. That's probably the day that I pre-ordered it and it popped on my 360. So it counted that as the first time logging in.
Or it's just really wrong because mine says November 7th, 2016.
Mine's November 10th, 2016. Same as you.
Yeah, that doesn't
That is
make
wrong.
any
Yours
sense.
are completely wrong because you definitely were on. That's crazy. What about Xbox Series? Mine was 11/10/2020.
11/10/2020.
11/14/2020.
Oh, you didn't open
because I didn't get it the day one ship, and I had to wait 3 days. I was so mad. Remember, you guys were posting all your pics.
That's
and I was
weird.
Just over here.
Do you have Chance? Do you have a 360? Oh wait, yours was the same, huh? It was that previous one.
But then that Xbox One is clearly very wrong.
Okay, first game per console.
This was a cool one. This was a cool one.
I know this is wrong.
Let me hear you. So my first on 360.
Mine's Halo Reach, which I know is false because it was Alan Wake. Alan Wake was the first game I got.
Again, this is the first time you logged into Live and played multiplayer because mine is Halo 2, which makes perfect sense. For some reason I was playing on 360, so never mind. That one seems way off. 360 Halo 2? What? I don't know what's going on with that. Xbox One, I do remember this. Forza Motorsport 5 was my Xbox One. That was the first one.
That was mine too.
Xbox 360. No, you're right. I played different games. This one might be messed up. And then my Series X one. This is crazy. I'm interested to hear yours. Mine was State of Decay 2 Juggernaut Edition. That was the first game that I played online on the Series X.
Really,
I like State of Decay.
Its limit, huh?
It's good.
Chance, what was yours?
Assassin's Creed Valhalla. So,
And what about
Forza
360?
and Halo Reach.
Oh, it was Forza. Okay. And Jose?
360 was Batman Arkham Asylum. Xbox One was Battlefield 4. And Series X was Assassin's Creed Odyssey. That was the first one I played because I...
Yeah, that's a pretty solid list, Jose. Yours is definitely the best.
That was good.
Yeah, that's a good one. Okay. Most played game for each
What happened to first achievement?
year.
I don't remember what.
I don't know if I
achievement it is.
have.
I know what it is. I don't know what game it's from though.
Yeah, and I don't really
Mine's
care
What's
about
a Killing
those.
Spree, so I assume it's Halo. But
Mine's Drag and Drop.
maybe. Okay, so most played game each year. Mine in 2017. Does anyone want to guess? 2017. Probably should be all similar for us.
Fallout 4.
Skyrim.
No, 2017. Skyrim. What? Why would that be on there?
Because it's mine.
Mass Effect Andromeda was my most played game. Then 2018. Yeah, I put in work. I love the multiplayer in that too. Actually, I'm going to say it again. There's a scary toy talking over there, you guys. I have no idea what's going on. 27 Mass Effect Andromeda, best Mass Effect multiplayer, hands down, and combat and overall customization of your character. 2018 PUBG, 2019 PUBG, 2020 Modern Warfare, 2021 Modern Warfare. Pretty pathetic. Go ahead, Chance.
So mine was Skyrim 2017. That's why I thought maybe yours was special edition Skyrim.
Yeah, it's probably when it came out, huh? And you went back to work on that. Okay, I did mine later on Skyrim.
2018 Red Dead Redemption 2. 2019. Let's skip 2019. I'll tell you.
Well, what was it?
It was
Dance
Tom
Dance?
Clancy's Ghost Recon Breakpoint.
Oh.
Which okay, and again, looking back, so that would have been the year I was doing some PlayStation. 2020 Modern Warfare, 21 Mass Effect Legendary Edition.
That's a good list, Jose.
I'm pretty similar to Chance actually at the end there. 2017 was Fallout 4. 2018, this one was I was surprised. Darksiders 2.
Yeah,
that was my.
I remember you talking about that.
I did like the game a lot. I did play a lot, but didn't think it was going to make the top one. 2019 was Division 2. Tom Clancy's Division 2, 2020 Call of Duty, and 2021 Mass Effect Legendary Edition, same as Chance.
That's a good list. Okay, and then here it is, the moment everyone's been waiting for. Our top 5 most played games ever. And I am happy. Well, actually, this list makes sense. This one made sense to me completely. I can see it. So do you know if it's, well, I guess it maybe goes 5-1 on this. I think
it does.
It has to, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
There's
so
no way the
here's
top
so
one is
my,
the
I'm
number
going
one.
5-1. So it was Battlefield 3 and many memories of that on the 360, followed by number 4 Battlefield Bad Company 2. What a fantastic game. That's one of my favorite shooters of all time. Then Call of Duty Modern Warfare, the remake. Played a lot of Warzone and multiplayer. And I'm so happy that this was number 2 and I'm shocked actually. I guess I shouldn't be. Mass Effect 3. What a fantastic game. One of that would have been my number 1 Mass Effect game. And I'm remembering why now. I played, me and Bogus, shout out to Bogus, a lot of multiplayer in Mass Effect 3. I miss it. I wish they would have put it in the Legendary Edition. And then number 1, PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. BubbleBoy, what about
That's
you?
embarrassing. Number 5, Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Number 4, Battlefield 3. Number 3, Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Number 2, Skyrim. And number 1, The Witcher 3.
Nice.
Dude, that sounds pretty good to me, Chance. I don't know. Jose?
Number 5, Tom Clancy's The Division, as in number 1. Witcher 3 was my number 4. Rise of the Tomb Raider, my number 3. Call of Duty Modern Warfare, number 2. And Assassin's Creed Odyssey is my number 1.
Dude, that's right. I remember I completed everything in Assassin's Creed Odyssey, got all the achievements, and I still think Jose had more playing time on me. He was putting in work.
Dude, I was
Odyssey.
Did he
crushing
get
it.
1,000 out of 1,000 and a platinum?
No, because
Dude,
I'm not an
that's
achievement
disgusting.
whore.
I still can't believe Chance double dipped on Odyssey. Like that's
insane to me, dude. By the time I finished
absolutely
one play,
insane to me.
I was
like,
with it.
screw that. Yeah, I'm done with it.
Yeah.
I would consider that for Origins though, a chance. I really liked Origins a lot. And I felt like Origins DLC was phenomenal with the hidden blade or the first blade or whatever they called it. I loved Bayek, and I think that one's a great game. Probably the last great Assassin's Creed because I haven't played Valhalla. Guys, thank you for. Oh wait, Chance. I have my most rare achievements. I need to share that.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank
the
you for
rest
sharing.
is-
Those were the
yeah.
most of the important ones. So
Yeah.
thank you for sharing those. That was great to look back and share those stats. Guys, if you would like to share yours, please send them over. Actually, X Bacon Gaming, Felix, I want you to visit the museum. Send them over.
Totally.
Bogus, I think you did, but send them over again at
Mike
Xbox
Brown.
Record this at gmail.
I know he listens. Freddie Prinze.
And Nick Tasteless Plot. Come on, you got to send us your stuff. I know.
Yeah. Come
What's
on,
up,
man.
Nick? Guys, let's just Chance save your thing for next week. I want you to do it right.
No, I am not.
I'm ready to end
saving
the
it.
show.
I have put so much work into this.
Oh,
We
by
are
the way, I
doing
have that
it
package
now.
you sent me. Are we opening those now? Is that
No.
what we're
What's
supposed to
your
be doing?
Christmas
That's
present?
a Christmas one. That's a later
Christmas
episode.
present.
Amateur hour.
Am I allowed to open it, or do I need to put it?
No.
It's
I
a
haven't
Christmas
looked at it.
present.
I haven't
No.
looked at it, so I should.
It's a Christmas
seal
present.
it and wrap it. Okay.
Yes.
You don't have
Okay.
to wrap
So,
it. Just don't
Bubble
open
Boy,
it.
I guess we're doing the good old days, you guys. I
It's
was
not
ready
gonna
to just
take that
wrap
long,
it. Okay.
okay?
That's what she said.
I mean-
Keep going. All right, let's hear it.
Okay. So it hit me the other day, right, as I was browsing the gear shop for like the 50th time, just like wondering, like, hey, should I get that Meowster Chief mug or I don't know, the Halloween? I was like, it hit me. I was like, there's another 20th anniversary that we're not celebrating right now. And you guys are going to kick yourselves when you realize what it is. And
20
you both-
years of 24.
Nope. Okay. So this was supposed to have been read by Olaf Severson. However, he botched that. So I'm going to read my own narration here. So as read by BubbleBoy in 7.
Wait. Let me guess. 2001 Winterfest dance. 20-year anniversary.
You got it. Okay. We can end the show.
Homecoming.
See you online. All right. 2001 was a year that shaped the world in ways that continue to be felt today. Whether it was global tragedies like 9/11 or worldwide celebrations like the release of the original Xbox, 2001 was a year that will ne'er be forgotten. The local landscape of current events took a turn toward the more arcane, however. The morning started as any other in the quiet little town of Lakewood, Colorado, nestled at the foot of the Rocky Mountains. Local teenagers could be seen sauntering, still half asleep, into their beloved home of the Rams, Green Mountain High School. Little did they know that their lives would be forever changed later that day. A pimply-faced
I know what it
16-year-old
is. I know what it is.
Stop. Because you better know what it is. A pimply-faced 16-year-old BubbleBoy in 7 could be found rummaging through the pages of the Final Fantasy X strategy guide. Chipotle Bear was likely busy planning the homecoming dance or Winterfest or something like that because he was the president of everything. While Daddy D. Wally was slinging subs at Subway and perfecting the tuck and roll in an effort to disguise his 13-year-long 24/7 bout with priapism. Lunch rolled around as any other.
Too true.
Mr. Allensworth's patented lunch bunch, where recently disciplined students could be found wearing bright orange construction vests cleaning up after their careless peers. The facilities at GMHS Commons are housed at the rear and typically cause for no concern or hubbub. This day was different. This day was special. This day was destined to grace the annals of greatness. It started with a couple hushed whispers, followed by hurried scampering to the boys' bathroom. It culminated in dozens of students filtering through the stalls as if queuing for a roller coaster ride, boys and girls alike. On this day, a legend was birthed inside a nameless pooping stall. That's right, folks. It was the day of the Chipotle Bandit stole the hearts, minds, and sphincters of Green Mountain High School. I reached the stockade by the time it wrapped around into the English hallway, terrified the adults would catch wind of the ruckus before I would get to see it. As I approached the divide and entered the restroom proper, the term synesthesia only scratches the surface of what my classmates and I experienced. The smell assaulted me first, foreshadowing what I was about to see. The cacophony of odors was mesmerizing. It was part stale urine left by adolescent boys too hurried or horny to aim, part remnants of past turds dropped earlier in the day, topped off by a slight aroma of grilled chicken and cilantro or lime rice. As I approached the stall, I still had no idea what I was about to see. One can imagine that the sight served as inspiration for Colorado natives Trey Parker and Matt Stone when writing their infamous More Crap episode of South Park, in which Randy produces a world record-breaking stool. The Chipotle Bandit was a single log of caca that choked the porcelain drain it had no prayer being flushed through. It was easily the biggest turd ever witnessed in our young lives. And
People don't understand. They don't understand.
No. El Bandito rose triumphantly above the water in the basin, not unlike an iceberg mocking the ocean from which it emerged, exclaiming, "I am the god of this world. You will obey me." The Chipotle Bandit was not just a living legend, but quite possibly one of the world's great misnomers, as it dwarfed any burrito I've ever seen. The Unflushable, the Janitor's Bane, Big Joe Gonzalez's Baby, Armageddon 2. Call it whatever you will. The speculation around who left this prize hog are convoluted at best. To this day, the identity of the owner is still a mystery. 2021 marks the 20-year anniversary of the infamous Green Mountain High School Chipotle Bandit. This narrator believes it may have been left by one of XRT's very own, but we'll never know. Chipotle Bear, Daddy D. Wally, XRT Nation wants to know. What are your thoughts on this tale?
Incredible BubbleBoy. You guys, this was the biggest caca that has ever been on planet Earth. Look, if you're watching the video, like look at the size of my forearm. I'm not kidding you. This was the size. Look at this, with my fist and all. This was the size of the caca that we saw in that toilet that day. And I am not exaggerating when I say that.
No,
that
Dan's
is not
a
an
big
exaggeration.
guy.
Yes. I have a
If I did
I have
mine-
I have a 7'5" wingspan, and this was the size of the caca in the toilet. I'm not People don't understand. Like when we tell that story, they're
it's
like,
not
"No,
hyperbole. It's totally.
They're
right.
like, it couldn't have been that big of a shit or caca in there. And you're like,
Yeah.
you don't. I'll just never forget, Chance, just the rumors that day, just being like, what are they talking about over there in class? And then you see somebody else whispering something. And then when it got to you, like, no way, man. There's not a giant.
check it out.
They're like, dude, you need to check out the stall.
I remember
in the
like
Commons.
sprinting.
And I was like, exactly. I was like, this is not true. And same thing. As soon as I can't remember if I got out of class or I'm like, I got to go to the bathroom. I walk in just like Chance described, and of course there's a stench. But I remember there being people gathered. You know, it was just and everyone was there. Like, you here to see this thing too? Like, yeah, let's go check it out. And people walking out like, dude, and like just the faces of like, it's real, and like just. You're like, and then you slowly walk up and you're like, there's no way that this piece of caca can, and then I just remember looking in the corner and being like, holy like just blown away. Guys, audio listeners, you need to watch the video. This was the biggest poop that has ever graced planet Earth. Chipotle Bear, tell me your thoughts on the day, your memory of it. 20 years.
I can't believe.
Can you believe it?
Dude, that's crazy. But you know what? So in hindsight, thinking about it, there were people in our high school class. They would go get 2 burritos at Chipotle, and they would eat 2 burritos. That is freaking insane to me. Even now, as a grown man, like that, one burrito, I'm like, I feel good. Like to try to get down 2, that is just utterly insane. And yes, the cultural phenomenon, just people. That was a great story, by the way. Just it's unbelievable, and just the one thing I also thought about was like we didn't have phones. Like you think about that in hindsight.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Today's
it's like
world,
the beginning of cell
that could
phones.
be
I don't even
all
know how
over
it got to
Reddit
me.
and TikTok and everything. And now
Yes.
it's a legend. It's an urban legend, even though it was real. It's a true thing.
It was
in
real.
our high school class. It's insane, man. That's fantastic.
If you guys had to guess, I mean, just let's really shame some people and throw some names under buses.
Justin Maxwell.
You didn't let me finish.
Or Justin,
or Jason Carter.
Yeah. No, but Jason. So it was Chase
he was
and
already-
Justin's senior year. So, and I will admit I don't remember the date, but I know it was Chase's senior year, and that could have been 2020 or 2001. So
Yeah, I was gonna
Jose, what do
say.
you-
I hope it
what
was
do
a
you think?
teacher. I really do, and they just like watch
Oh,
this.
legend. Brofsky. They're just planting one. No, Brofsky went. I love Brofsky.
It just
He
makes
couldn't do that.
it warms my heart thinking about that. Who do you think it was, Jose?
Jose, I want to say it would have been awesome if Sievers, did he actually read that? And does he know the story?
He didn't. So
Oh
I sent
man,
him
that would have been
my-
incredible for him to read
No,
that because he'd have
I
no
know.
context and be like,
Oh,
"What
no,
the heck
he'd
is
be
going
like,
on?
"What is
Where is this
going on?"
going?"
Yeah.
And then when it ends with the Duke at the end, should we title this episode "The Duke" or "The Chipotle Bandit"? By
I mean,
the way,
the
the Duke is kind
Duke
of
is-
played on
it's-
both.
Yeah,
you know?
it's a double entendre.
Okay, yeah.
But so I sent him this. Like I have my notes for every episode, right?
Yeah, me too.
And it just has my top 5, and then the real 20th anniversary, as recalled by BubbleBoy in 7 #witness. And for some reason, all he read was.
Is not witness.
But I would have loved. Wouldn't that have been so funny to have him like? Because he would have been
okay.
reading it just like.
He's not witness, but you would witness. We all witnessed.
Yeah, we were witnesses. He would be
Ooh,
the
#witness.
not witness.
The
Yeah.
Duke. All right.
Yeah.
Well, tell me what you think for a title. Incredible story.
Jose,
Shout out to
hold on, who do you think it
Severson.
was?
I
mean, the money of us
never
three.
thought about it. It's just because I
Yeah.
was trying to envision this person who just like clearly was able to get in there unnoticed. I guess you know what I'm saying. It didn't make a big scene and just dumped. And then they were like, you know what? I can't flush this down, literally or metaphorically.
Was there? There wasn't like chonies in there, right, Jose? Or bloody? Wasn't there like bloody? I think there was bloody toilet paper. I'm
I
pretty
think
sure there
that's-
was.
That's urban legend.
I
Just
don't
like-
know.
they
I
just
remember
were
there was
like-
some toilet paper to the side. I do remember that. It was.
Just, but that's what I'm saying. Like,
But
they
you
just,
have
It had to have
wonder
been
was
like
it-
a big football player. Like that's where
Well,
my
that's
mind on
I
that.
put Big Joe Gonzalez. That's not our Joe, bigger Joe.
I was gonna say, yeah.
So there were two Joe Gonzalez.
Was he a wrestler? Wrestler, right?
Yeah, big
yeah,
white Joe.
he was a big guy. Yeah, I remember him. I'll say Allensworth just for fun because I just secretly hope it was him.
See, and so he was my second. I was gonna text him and see if he would read it too, because I bet he. I know we've told that story 1,000 times in front of him, but
I gotta ask, because did Allensworth or anyone know? Did any of the teachers see it, or did they have like their own?
I'll have to
rumors of
ask
it
him.
going
I
around?
talk to him all the
Or
time.
was it
I'll
like,
ask him when I
or
see
was
him.
it specifically just the kids, and then obviously the janitor who's like, "What the hell is this monstrosity?" When they get in there, like, we had to take. Like, I would
They just
love
quit
to
that day.
hear.
They were like, nope.
yeah, any of the
It's been
lore,
2 weeks.
some
Can you
lore
go
behind
check out
that.
that bathroom in the English.
I hope they
Some
took a
kids
picture and it's up
sharing
in
it.
like the
Oh.
closet somewhere. They just
But
wrote
you're
the
right.
year
Can you imagine,
2001.
like, that he's got the collection of the biggest dukes from every. Oh man, that would be. We gotta figure that out. What a great story! What a great way
you're
to
welcome.
end
Imagine
That's
if
how I
we
want to
skipped
start my
that.
week right there.
20 years of Xbox history, 20 years of Chipotle and BubbleBoy and Daddy Diwali, Green Mountain history, and all of our boys. Shout out to all of you guys. We need. Hey, speaking of all of our all of our Green Mountain friends who listen to the show, none. Please write in and tell us
Yes.
how you remember
Felix,
the-
I need to know.
Yes.
Oh
what your
yeah,
thoughts
dude,
were.
totally.
if you remember
Snelling.
the Chipotle Bandit, the giant Duke in the Commons bathroom, circa 2000, well, sometime in I can't remember
2001,
the exact year.
2002.
Yeah,
I
whatever.
don't-
Who
yeah,
cares? It
doesn't
happened.
matter. Yeah.
Guys, what a great segue, giant cacas. What was the best food that we all had this weekend? I've got a massive list. Obviously, Thanksgiving food is always delicious, but I've got a couple on there, you guys. I had a great week. I'll just go first. I'll lead us off. Allie and I were able to have 2 date nights this week. It was incredible. So my aunt came over on Friday with my cousin and her husband, and they took the kids to the Natural History Museum or Children's Museum.
One of those museums.
Yeah, one of them. Who cares? And so we were able to go on a little date. We went to the Mount Fuji Hibachi in Arvada, and I always get sushi. Allie always goes to the hibachi and a side of sushi. The hibachi is delicious as well, of course. But I had 3 rolls. These are my standards. The spicy 2-in-1. Fantastic. I recommend that roll. It's got jalapeno. It's got some sort of fish on there. Number 2, the fried jalapeno roll, which is fried shrimp with jalapeno. Delicious. And then I tried a spicy tuna one with jalapeno. Kind of boring. It was just kind of bland, not as flavorful as the others. So that was my first best food.
Wait, can I interject real quick? You always talk about my Honey Nut Cheerios giving you acidic caca. How about the 3 fish rolls with jalapeno you just had? I feel
No,
like
that
it's a
doesn't
wrong
give
issue.
dude.
here.
just
It's
move
so
right
weird.
through it.
No, exactly. Like I'll have peppers and like spicy Cheetos. Nothing. Honey Nut Cheerios just
Dan.
messes
Dan is
me.
the Chipotle bandit. This is
no,
how I
no.
know.
I would admit
because
I've had
listen
some
to
big
this.
dukes. I've had some big dukes. I would take guys. Look at audio listeners. So number 1 though, I have to say I had it. Chance knows about this. was the Nashville hot chicken at Yard House. Love going to Yard House. At first, Allie and I, we love to go to Olive Garden. That's one of our standard. We love Olive Garden. It's delicious. It's a standard. She loves it. But I was like, you know what? Let's go somewhere more adult-ish. Let's go to the old Yard House. Got myself an old fashioned to start off with. Got the Korean barbecue as my appetizer. Delicious. Allie had a Moscow Mule. God, that stupid toy. And then I got the Nashville hot chicken for those. I don't know if Chance did a good job describing it last time. So basically it's a plate of 2 chicken breasts, giant, juicy chicken breasts that are like broiled, grilled, I don't know, and just covered, fried. I don't know, Chance, what's the right word? Just in all this quite potent, spicy sauce, or spicy
I'm
breaded,
sure they're flash
breaded,
fried, not
something.
like oily, crispy, like just.
And so it is very spicy, but then they give you 3 or 4 pancakes that are made. I don't know how to describe them. They're delicious and in a different kind of. It's not a traditional maple syrup.
Sweet potato pancakes.
Okay,
sweet
all
potato
right.
pancakes.
That's what I was. And so I was telling Chance, it kind of tasted to me like a cinnamon raisin bagel. That's the taste I was getting out of it. So you what you do is you take a piece of chicken, you dip that in the ranch because it is got a little bit of kick, and then you put that with the pancake, and you're thinking chicken ranch and pancake. That sounds amazing. It pairs so well. Chance described. I remember him saying it. Try it. Everyone go to Yard House, the Nashville hot. And they say, do you want the sandwich or the platter? Get the platter. That's what you got to do. And I also
the sandwich would have probably good bread, but not necessary.
Take the pancakes.
You don't
You're
get
right.
the pancakes.
Exactly. And then my other drink was a Hawaiian Moscow Mule, which is just they add a little bit of pineapple juice to it. Phenomenal. That's my new favorite. That might be my new favorite drink to get there for now on. I like Moscow Mules, but I'm not the biggest mint lime guy, so this gives it a little bit more flavor that I enjoy with the pineapple. So that was the best food I had this week. BubbleBoy, what about you?
Easy. Thanksgiving. It was great. I love Thanksgiving. One of my favorites. So nothing super crazy to write home about. One thing we did do different was when Ashley cooked the turkey, she threw carrots and garlic and rosemary and thyme and all the stuff in the pan. And so the carrots cooked in all the turkey juice in the pan, and just taking the carrots out afterwards and eating the carrots all mushy with all those different flavors in it. Is probably going to be a new Thanksgiving staple. So,
Chapo?
So same thing. Thanksgiving. One thing that I always feel is maybe different from Chance, and I don't know, but in all of my households, both sides of our family, no matter where we're eating Thanksgiving, we always have chili of some kind mixed with our Thanksgiving stuff. So like, we had actually Thanksgiving dinner with my parents tonight because we were out of town. They had green chili with pork from my dad, which is fantastic on top of like ham and potatoes and all kinds of stuff. In Georgia, we had like red chili, which also, just like, that's a huge staple that I just genuinely love, even though it gives me like wicked heartburn and probably not very good for me at this point in my life, but it's still fantastic. Look forward to it. But outside of that, a couple things that were notable, because we did fly to Georgia for Thanksgiving to see Victoria's aunt and uncle. One thing that it was very simple, and I know I can get it at any McDonald's around me, but the McDonald's in Terminal C at DIA Airport, I have so much love and gratitude for those people. One, because they are freaking hustlers, dude. Like, the amount of people that they're serving, and they're just churning out food, and it's honestly good. Like, they don't mess up orders. They have such an efficient system. I got a sausage McGriddle on the way out to Georgia. Like, that was just wonderful morning food. And then the other thing I have to give a shout out to, I officially got to add 2 to our Popeyes count. I had back-to-back Popeyes 2 days in a row out in Georgia. And to this day, I had not tried the spicy sandwich. I'd only had done the regular sandwich, and I was missing out because the spicy is on point. Like, that is my new go-to. Whenever that Popeye opens up here in Lakewood on Wadsworth, I will be there getting spicy chicken
Can't get here too soon. What is going on? Come on, get it here. Get it here.
But that's what I have, man. So our official Popeyes count is now 17. I don't have the sound effect. I couldn't get it to work today. I'm working on that piece of it, but love that chicken and Popeyes.
Oh, don't worry. I'm on it. Yeah. Love that chicken and Popeyes.
Yes. So I'm having withdrawals. I did not have, this might be the first time in months that I did not have a Popeyes spicy chicken sandwich. Very disappointing.
He'll be going tomorrow.
If you would like to share, yeah, definitely, to your best food that you've had this week or top 5, please write to us at Xbox Record This at gmail.com. com. This has been episode 30 of Xbox Record This. You can follow me at Daddy D Wally. You can follow the show at Xbox Record This on all social media. Chipotle Bear, where can people find you?
You can find me at Chipotle_Bear on Twitter or Chipotle Bear on Instagram. See you out there.
And BubbleBoy, do you even have social media anymore, or did you delete your accounts?
What's social media?
What is the
And
internet?
as always, Spartans, see you online.
See you online. #witness.
See you online. #witness.
It was real. Xbox Record This is a podcast created by Daniel Walenzik. You can follow him at Daddy Diwali on all social media. The assistant to the co-host is Jose Martinez, and you can follow him at Chipotle_Bear on Twitter. The assistant to the co-host is Chance Siegel, and you can follow him at BubbleBoy N7. You can follow the show at Xbox Record This on all social media. If you'd like to find out more about the show, visit xboxrecordthis.com.